Little steps make little waves. Oh, how I sometimes feel ashamed of the secrets that we chose to keep. Try and speak straight from the heart, carry dreams throughout the dark, and may I never ever feel afraid. I got close to all I need, but somehow still feel incomplete. I guess new goals will only go so far. My shoes make little marks as it suddenly snows hard, walking on for some time to come. But I've been growing older with some weight upon these shoulders, and with it my dreams start to fade. I want someone to remind me to wear sunscreen and take my vitamins when it slips my mind. I want someone who knows how I like my coffee and wants to share a bed for more than a night. But I'm stubborn. Good morning. Hi there. Hello. How are you? Thank you for being here. Happy Wednesday. And I hope you had a good night's sleep, or at least a not too bad good night's sleep. And thank you again for being here, part of this channel. If it's your first time here, this is a series of live streaming videos I'm doing in order to be able to have this space to move together and to share this. So you're very welcome. If you want, you can say hi through the comment section there. So you can tell me where you're watching from. Yeah, who are you? Who are you? No, yeah. And any interaction really will be so cool. So yeah, this session is a mixture of yoga with a bit of stretching. Like it depends on the day, really. You know, the ones who have been coming for a long time, they know I keep changing things. So it's a bit of grounding, a bit of yoga, a bit of Pilates, a bit of Qigong, real mixture of things. Purpose of this just to make us feel more focused and present in our bodies as we start the day, which is so crucial now that we are like all stuck at home and it's like kind of quite challenging to feel focused or yeah. So we're gonna get started. I was thinking of waiting 1 minute. Let's just wait 1 more minute, okay? And while we wait, all you need is like a little comfy space where you can lie on. If it's a mat, that's wonderful, but it can also be just a carpet or the floor, like a little rug, something where you can sort of comfortably lie on. Okay, so that'd be it. And we're just going to start just kneeling. So I'm sitting on top of my heels and I'm just going to have my hands on top of my knees. And just in there, I'm just going to start to open those shoulders really gently. So doing little circles up there. Good. Now I want you to go super, super slowly. Okay, so you notice if there were any bits where there's a bit of stiffness. Good, and you're going to really breathe into those places, going through the whole circle. Well done. Yes, last one. Okay, really reaching, and let's reverse it. So super soft and slow. Not very used to the slow thing sometimes. It's very important to also find a different rhythm than what we're used to, just to wire the brain in a different way. Exhale, beautiful. Last one. Very, very nice. And from there, I'm just gonna have my palms up to the ceiling and I'm gonna release my head and go there into my child's pose. I'm just gonna go in my profile so you guys can see me. You're just gonna release the arms and stay in that nice little curled position, breathing into your back. Just trying to start to feel your breath and bring attention to it. And see if you can slowly start to feel the contact with the ground. Those points of contact where your weight is touching the floor or the mat. And just start to let go as much as you can of those tensions. So just notice if you're holding in some bits of the shape. Just observing which bits are holding, which ones are really letting go. And see if you can invite your whole body to surrender to the floor. Wonderful. And really surrender so that your groin has no tension. Your tail gets longer, beautiful. Last breath. And from there, I'm going to bring my hands walking a little bit towards the front. And I'm going to reach them away from me to really stretch all the upper back. And I'm going to walk with them to come all the way back up. Now, if this position, we're going to stay for a little bit here. So if this position is not very comfortable, you can always put something underneath, like a towel, fold it so that it's a bit higher. Or you can bring your toes like this, okay? Just in case the insteps are complaining a little bit. So from there, we're gonna go again. So I'm walking with my hands, making sure I've got my shoulders, letting my scalp really release, and I'm sliding my hands away from me. Good. Really pressing with them so that I really get into that lower back curl. Beautiful. Breathing into my back. So I want you to imagine that all the air, instead of coming through my front, if I had like a really big, deep towel coming into my belly, all the air wouldn't go in there, it would go all the way into my back. Good, and walking all the way back up. Now, last one. Very good. And in this case, we're going to have the hands a little bit closer to us. And we're going to bend the elbows to the side because we're going to go and bring the skull into the floor. And we're going to try to curl the sacrum. So if we need to bring the feet a little bit more back, we can. We're just going to try to curl the sacrum towards our feet, making those shoulders strong, letting that curl exist because you're pressing on your shins. Yes, following your heart up to the ceiling and coming, rolling through your head all the way into your child's pose with your arms forward. Beautiful. We're just going to stay there for 4 more rounds of breath. So you're inhaling, imagining you're taking the air of the atmosphere like a little sponge. As you exhale, you allow that air to come all the way down, splashing in your pelvis, making it nice and broad. Last breath. Good. And from there, we're just going to start having our hands nice and strong. We're going to start to look at our belly button with our head. So we're going to look in, curl the sacrum towards the feet, and go curling forward. Very good. Now my hands can walk slightly more forward, and I keep going forward
into my extension. So I go into my cobra, send my heart up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Now I'm going to look back into my belly button to go all the way back. And again. So I'm looking right in, really pressing feet and shins to curl my lower back. Make sure your shoulders are connected to your sternum and your lower stomach. And you press on the hands, light belly, to send your heart up to the ceiling. Beautiful. And then you look back into your belly button to curl your sacrum back. Good. And again. I'm inhaling, exhaling. I'm inhaling, sending heart up, spreading your hands apart. Exhale, looking in, curling all the way down. Inhale here, exhale, coming forward. Inhale, nipples up to the wind. Spread your hands apart, make your hands strong. Exhale, pubic bone towards your nose. And back, last one. Inhale. Exhale, curling, curling, curling through the whole area. Stand on your hands. Stay nice and strong. Don't let your belly release. Lift it up. And good. And let's go back to the center here. And we're just going to start with little circles in the pelvis. So just imagine nice little circles in your hips. Very good. Let me just put this back because otherwise it's like bothering that. Good. So you're really making it be very subtle. So you're trying to move the rest of the body the minimum possible. It's all happening right there in the pelvis. And then we're going to reverse it. And now we're going to add the head to it. So we keep going with our circle slowly. And by the time my pubic bone is looking towards the center, so going forward, I'm going to look in with my head. Then I'm going to go out with my head. So I'm doing sort of circles that join in the middle with both my upper body and my pelvis. Very good. Well done. Really mobilizing. Just feeling if there are any spots that feel a bit stuck. That's okay. Just let them be. Just breathe into them, and we're going to reverse it. So my head goes forward. Beautiful. Exhale. Yes. Good. Last one. Hope you don't have a cable bothering you. Great. Now we're going to curl the toes around. Now hands are very strong, and I'm going to pick up my sit bones to the ceiling, just in this position for now. Okay, so nice strong shoulders. Heels are up. I'm sending my sit bones up to the ceiling. I'm having my hands very strong, connecting me with my heart. And then I'm going to release them down. Good. And again. So make sure you don't do this. That's very tempting, right? So it's very tempting to just let the arm bone go off the socket. Now I want your hands to be super strong, pressing down. And those hands are giving me the lightness in my sternum. So inhale. And as you exhale without changing anything in the shoulders, just give me that lightness of the sternum and pick up the sit bones and let the head lengthen from the back. Beautiful. Stay there in your hands for real. Have weight in your hands. Hard to your pubic bone. Beautiful. And from there, we're going to try to go reach the heels down if we can and pick them up again. And again, reach them down and pick them up. Good. You can have your knees soft, not fully bent, but like soft. And again, down and up. Good. So when you reach down, it's like you really want to reach with the heel, not with the knee, with the heel. Very good. And that's it. Stay in your hands. 2 more. And we're going to stay up there. And we're just going to walk, trying to walk with both legs, giving yourself some nice wiggling in the hips so you can move your hips around a bit. Very good. mobilizing that joint, that socket. Great. And going back to feet a bit wider and reach the sit bones away from you. And then again, reaching those heels down, staying in that downward dog for 4 rounds of breath. If you want, if this is too much, you can always do it, remember, with the heels up. We stay there, inhaling, exhaling. Good. If your hands are too far, make sure you've got them close enough. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Yes, last round of breath. And we're going to release all the way down. Very good. Relaxing for a second. You're just going to have nice circles right in the wrist. So we sit back. Good. We're going to go the other way around. Nice. We're going to go for hip circles, okay? Ooh, so releasing arms, having hands in our all fours again. And from there, we're just going to go nice wide circle to the front, then coming to the back, then all the way to the back, and then we're going to go again to that left. Quite slow, guys, so really good. If you have any sound to release, allow your body to do so. Let it go. Whatever that's in your breath that's a bit stuck. Feeling a bit stuck today, my breath. So every day your breathing will be different. It's important to listen to it. And just let it do whatever it needs to do. So you might need a bit longer exhale or a longer inhale today. Just let your body respond to what your body is asking for. Great, and really slow breathing through every single bit of that circle. Make sure you don't miss any bit. And then we're going to reverse. Yes. 2 more. Okay, that's great. And from there, we're going to just go curl the toes around, go a little bit more back, and then we're going to go with 1 foot to the front, okay? So we go with our 1 foot to the front, and we're going to stay with our hands on our hips. Now, I'm going to imagine there is a string between my heel and my knee, and I want to sort of pull them together as I go forward and back. So it's like this right sit bone wants to really reach back, and I really want to be as square as I can. Now, if your knee's bothering you, please feel free to put something underneath, like a towel or something comfy. That will really help. And again. Good, so you're really reaching in the back foot too. Nice. Releasing the chest, letting it be soft. Last one. Good. Now we're going to go with the hands on the floor. So both hands are to the left side of my right foot. And I'm going to go with 1 fist on my right, pick up my knee, and lift my other fist up to the ceiling. Now, if this is too much, I can also do it with the knee down. But if I want to deepen the stretch a little bit more, I can go with my knee up. And breathe into that diagonal, really pressing on your right and left feet. Imagine you've got a nice resistance in the back of your left foot. Wonderful. And coming back down. And from there, we're going to turn the back foot. It's going to point forward, okay, for a warrior. Then we're going to have this elbow on our knee. We're going to pick up the left arm up to the ceiling. Breathing into it. Good. We're going to stay there for 2 more rounds of breath. Exhaling, last one.
Lengthening both directions of the opposition. That's wonderful. And from there, we're going to go a little bit higher and into a warrior. Very good. Again, breathing in that position, making sure this foot is pressing, also the right one. Nice, strong hips. Finding that nice spot of balance in the middle. Last round of breath. Okay, and coming back down, I'm just gonna go with my feet long in this case. I'm gonna have long legs and just try to release your head there in that position. Squaring the hips as much as you can. If you need your feet a bit closer, go for it. Oh, I'm very sleepy today. Like the boy doesn't want to get up some days, is it? I hope you had a laugh with my story on Instagram. I just can't find new ways of announcing a morning awakenings, and it's gonna get a bit crazy. So stay tuned. You might have a laugh. Let's bend the knee and go back. So you're gonna have the heel bent. Sorry, so you're flexing your foot, front foot, and just releasing into that forward fold. Very good. Wonderful. Back to center. And let's go through the side. We're going to open the groin here. So we have both hands on the front of the knee, and I'm reaching my right knee away from me. Make sure your feet are still working so I'm not collapsing. I'm still active. Very good. And then I go towards my other side, reaching my left groin away from me. And if you need to let a side go, just let it go. So important. Good. Other side again. And let it go. That's it. It's incredible the amounts of stress we're under that we don't even realize, right? Because we're at home and it's like sort of, we are all under a lot of stress, and so important now to take care of everything that's happening in our bodies that's unspoken at the moment. So just needs to have a place to communicate to us. So I really enjoy this session because it's just a way of saying hi to your body before you start the day. Great. Okay, we're going to go to our other side, okay? So we're here. Remember, we were starting with the hands on the hips, and we're curling the toes in the back. And from there, we're squaring the hips as much as we can so that we lift this side of my hip and we're dropping the left, and we go forward. Very good. Good. Pressing, imagining that imaginary resistance in the back of the foot that I'm pressing against. Very good. And remember the string between your knee and your foot. Last one. Great. Now we're going to have hands down on the floor, both hands to the right side of my left foot. Now, I'm going to have one fist on my left hand, pick up my right knee, and I'm going to have my arm pointing all the way up, making sure I'm really stable in my back foot, and I'm reaching my quad away from me. Breathing into that pose, staying in my shoulders, staying in my feet. Beautiful. Last one. Good. And then let's come back to center, and we're going to turn our foot towards the front, remember? So we have the toes pointing forward, elbow on our knee, other hand reaches up to the ceiling. Breathing into that torsion. Very good. And two more. Keep pressing in your left foot. Last Last round of breath. Wonderful. And let's go into a warrior in the front. Very good. Breathing nice and long arms. Stay nice and strong on this leg. Exhale. Let all that tension in the chest drop down to your feet. And again, stay in both feet. Last breath. Great. Okay. Then from there, we're going to go turn our feet to parallel. And from here, we're going to go to our forward fold. So we're releasing as much as we can. If we need to be a bit higher, that's okay. Wherever we are, that's our journey. Just honor that journey. Let your spine release as much as you can into that position. Beautiful. Last breath. And let's go back a little bit so we can send the bum back a little bit and flex our front foot. We can be in the tips of our fingers and breathing into this stretch. Trying to reach that left bum cheek towards the back. There you go. Back to center. Let's just go again to our second position. We're just going to have our feet a little bit more together and we're going to go sit into a squat. Okay, so feet are slightly more inwards. My palms are in the front and I'm really having them together. Now, if this is very uncomfortable, guys, we can go a bit higher, okay? Or we can stay here, or we can even do it against the wall. So you can lean against the wall so that it helps you, okay? So, little tricks. So we're just going to stay there, pressing with the palms, opening the elbows. I'm just going to stay there for 3 rounds of breath. Exhale, nice and deep. Let all that tension, let it drop down to the floor. Lifting the tip of your head all the way up to the ceiling. Lengthening the back of your neck. Last one. Great. Now my hands are going to go forward. So I'm having my feet, make sure they're not too opening rotation, okay? So they're just in a little bit of a rotation. And I'm going to walk forward and back. So just really leaning in a way that this ankle crease can get soft. So I'm really mobilizing my joint in the ankle. Very good. And as you see, my arms are inside my knees. Good. So I'm like almost sort of holding myself on my forearms. And then I'm going to stay forward a bit. Now, if someone feels a bit excited, you can even try to like sort of lift your feet a little bit off the floor. Yeah, and come back. So just trying it out, okay? So your hands are together. There you go. And you can even just lift them a little bit and go down. And again. So it's very important that your shoulders are strong in that. Yeah, you lift your feet. And you go. So do it very progressive, okay? If that's enough, just go with your little leaning forward and back, okay? That was just if you want to have a bit more fun. Last one. Okay, let's just sit down on the floor. Oh, we're gonna lie just there where we were on our backs, okay? So nice and open, legs are just hip width apart. My hands are towards my side. And I'm just gonna close my eyes for a second. And if I need to yawn, I yawn. And I'm just gonna bring my attention back to my breathing. So really starting to notice how that pattern is happening today? What kind of rhythm have I got? Is the breathing stuck somewhere? Is there any bit where I'm focusing most of my breath? Just merely observing. Imagining that wave that goes up and down. And if you've got your legs bent, just release your legs fully towards the floor so they're nice and long. Just keep imagining that wave of air that travels all the way through your body. Imagining you're sucking the air from the soles of your feet. And that air travels all the way up to your skull and back down again. Visualizing that wave. We're going to go for a scan, starting at the top of our head. We're going to start to go traveling through our forehead, through our whole face and skin. You're going to very, very slowly keep traveling through the front of your body. Being very observant, being very curious about what you find. Do I have a little bit of a place that's stuck? Try to not be too hard about it. Be just like observe it and notice that it's there. Then breathe in that spot. Just let go of it and move on to another place. Keep walking all the way down to your feet. As you imagine the wave traveling up and down. Wonderful. When you're back in your feet, I just want you to ask your body to bring your right hand into one of those places of tension that you felt there was a bit of tension. You're just going to keep the warmth of your hand in that spot. Seeing if you can establish a conversation with that spot. Ask the spot if it's okay to open up today. Just see what it says. It might say, no, it's not okay today. Can you honor that and stay with that? Yes, very good. We're going to release that hand off that spot nice and softly, little by little. We're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our left hand to one of those other spots we felt was not too comfortable. It can be because it was tense, it can be because I just had a weird feeling. Whatever it is, let your intuition take you. Take your hand, even if you don't know what that place is. Let it go where it needs to go. And again, see if you can initiate that conversation. Pretty simple. What do you need? need that warmth of my hand. If you need something else, if you need a little bit of a rub, a little bit of a massage, feel free to let your hand give you what you need in that area. And we're going to slowly bring both hands up to our chest. So we're going to put one on top of the other one, just letting the elbows drop to the side. Creating that nice warmth in all my chest area. Allowing that area to feel safe for a bit. And if you need to bring your hand towards your belly, keep one hand in your chest and one in your belly. If you feel like keeping both in your chest, just do so. See if you can say thank you to your body for allowing you to stay and enjoy this session, stay and enjoy every single thing you do and you're going to do in today. See if you can acknowledge just one desire, whatever it is. It can be having a cocktail in Las Bahamas. Just let it be. Whatever desire that comes through your head, ask for that for today. You'll find a way of finding it. Very good. We're going to slowly just lie on our side. Just lie like a baby. A little bit. Nice and cozy. Good. That's it. How nice does it feel to be there again? Wonderful. And from there, I'm going to ask my body to bring me back to a seated position in the softest, most gentle, less effortful way possible. So I'm just like really like water. I am literally like water, like very heavy being, moving in a very viscous liquid. Okay, oh my god. Happy Wednesday, everyone. So glad you are here to share this with me. I hope you feel a little bit more present, bit more present, bit more sensitive to what's around you and to what's inside you. And yeah, I hope you can take that little bit of that through the day. It's so easy to forget when we go back to our stresses and our things and all these overwhelming, massive amounts of news we consume and of social media and of internet, and see if you can just keep that little bit of warmth in those areas today. And, you know, if you forget about it, you can always just remind yourselves by just simply touching wherever you need to touch, and that will give you something. So thank you for being here. Remember, we've got, if you were fluent in Spanish or you want to try, we've got a Spanish lesson in Pilates lesson tonight at 6 UK time, and then 6:45 we've got the stretching relaxation. So feel free to join if you want to do it in Spanish. And on Friday we've got a last morning awakening in English, which is same time, 8:30 UK time, and tomorrow it'll be in Spanish. But also tomorrow we've got the fitness class in English, so please join that one. And that's at 9 UK time, 9 to 9:45. It's just 45 minutes of cardio, abdominals, legs. We'll do like a full workout and with music and quite a lot of movement and a little bit of jazz fan. So yeah, just join. It'll be loads of fun and it's a great way of just releasing a bit of adrenaline. And yeah, so thank you again for being here, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Remember, you've got a donation link if you want to help the channel and keep it going, because I'm probably going to have to reduce the lessons soon. So if you want to help me keep this going, because it's really fun to share this, just please give me a donation on the link in the description of the video. Anyway, you're very welcome to be here, even if you this is the point of this channel, for everyone to be able to join. So do not feel obliged. But if you want to help, there it is. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon, very, very soon. Bye.